Hi, I'm Jake, and I love paddle surfing. I've been teaching people how to paddle surf for the last 10 years, and I just love it. Here, I want to pass along some ideas, techniques, concepts, and just get you fired up for this beautiful sport. I'm also going to share some of my personal progression as I'm still learning. So stick around, you may pick something up, maybe not. We'll have fun either way, though. What's happening, everyone? This is a coaching session for myself. I put some of my clips together from a coaching session over a month ago. It's from start to finish of the session. I'm showing you what a real session kind of looks like. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna tell you what my intentions were, where I went wrong, where I went right, I feel, and then you can give me your feedback later if you like. I'm super into hearing it. Started off pretty good with this left. I thought I picked a winner. Built the speed, mine a little top turn into this cutback. I kind of messed up this cutback. I thought there's a bit more energy than there was. I start leaning away a little too soon. No real rebound, no redirect, so I just stalled the board out. Kind of lost it there. Well, that all happened. This beach is pretty fun for paddling out. It's a bit easier, especially on a smaller day like this. It's a steeper beach, shorter, or more condensed paddle out, which is nice. Now, if you saw the last video, guys, I talked about pursuit angles, turn needs to wants, wants to needs. If you guys recall, all I'm doing here, though, is I'm taking an outward angle, so I do want to surf to the right. So this is one of those occasions where, yes, I'm going to paddle to the direction I want to surf. You see it's steep. It's quite steep already. It's already starting to come over on itself over here. So I'm in the pocket. These are one of those times that, yes, you do paddle in the direction you want to surf. End up kicking out here. Someone was coming down the line, so I gave them their priority. Here, nice little waist high, building speed into this carve to another minor carve. So this is one of my intentions, guys. Here, I'm just gonna rewind this slightly. So this was what I've been working on. If you follow the videos, I talk about it using the paddle. Here, using the paddle, sitting back on the paddle for this turn. I'm trying to do that more. Again, it's about variation. It's about using both. No paddle. We are paddle surfing. I like this one. You can see the fin slide through the water. This board's really on rail. I'm sitting back, but the key to it is looking where I want to go. Eyes, hard to miss this big noodle where it's looking. I look back into the pocket. I talk often with people, don't let the paddle dictate your ride. Understand you still got to look and you can still do these things with the paddle in the hands. I'll talk more about that. Here I slip up on the takeoff and I can end up kicking out. There's another nice right here. Position here. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna rewind. Sorry, breaking the flow up. I want to show. So my intentions with this wave right away, I wanted to build speed. It was standing up and I want to get speed away. So I take a horizontal takeoff ASAP, looking down where I want to go. It's quite steep. You're going to hear a lot of going down to the bottom and working with the contour of the wave and top to bottom. I'm going to stick with my decision. I wanted to get speed, so I take a horizontal line right away. Get around this section into this carve. Re-entry. That's the 1-2 combo. Boom, right there. I'm gonna come back quick to this one. Sorry guys. Right here. I like it. I build good speed. Back to that carve. Having the paddle where it is. Nice angle on the board. Again, looking where I want to go. This is a big one. If you're gonna play with the paddle, it's okay. Use it, but understand we still have to have that idea where we want to end up. Where you look is where you go. And re-entry, boom. That one. I like that one. This one, I think it just ends up being a kick out. I'm out of there for some reason, probably because maybe just repositional. Now this one, you can see the texture already. This has ended up being a good wave. I had to get around someone here. Again, very flat lines. A lot of just kind of these flat carves, but I was having fun working on the paddle. Check it out. Paddle in the water right there. Watch the eyes start coming around. Really lean into it. Now I'm about to approach and I'm about to hit that section. I've started looking away. Now what happens, me looking away brings attention to the other direction, right? I'm happy with this because I start high, finish high. And what I mean by that, if you don't know, I start this turn high, targeted high on the wave. I start the process high, and I finish high. I bring it all the way around. Again, figure eights is what we're trying to create. I do bring it high, and the benefit of finishing the wave, the turn high, this gives me room to fall back into the wave, build speed for the next maneuver. If I were to start and finish low, I wouldn't be able to generate speed and continue, potentially continue down the line. Here's a variation. This carve, no paddle. Right? Let's play with this one a bit, guys. So again, it's about, I think variation. You don't have to do it one way or the other way all the time. This is more quote unquote traditional surfing, no paddle. I do start. This helps initiate the turn, then end up releasing. Bringing the shoulders around, look at the weight coming over the front leg. You can see one more weight here, allows me to push the tail with the back foot. Gets over the front, recenter. Yeah, just a variation. What do you guys typically do? Do you sit on the paddle, you let go, you mix it up? Let me know. This one I just kick out. Maybe someone's coming down the line. Now the lefts are fun. They were softer. You're gonna see here, this is something I did adapt to the softness. Check out my front foot here. Look at this, guys. Look at my front foot. Quite far up on the board. If you are paying attention, you'll see on other ones where I'm executing decent turns, the foot is behind the carry handle. This one, because the wave was softer, I felt I had to move up. This can in turn flatten the board out, and I won't get, that radicalness. Not that I'm so radical, but those tighter arcs will be harder to accomplish with that foot position. The board will let you know too. I could feel it right away as the flatter. I'm gonna come back to this. This is simple. This is a little bit minor, but this is something that we'll do with people when we're trying to teach opening shoulders. That can help. Bringing the paddle. So for this example, I bring it to the heel side. Look at that heel pressure. Foot's up off the board. Not the best technique. You want to maintain foot on the board. But it is a good visual to how much weight goes to the heel and what's helping, shoulders. Look at the shoulders. I've rotated around. All that weight is on the hip into the heel. Again, guys, this might be a poor freeze frame, but it does show heel pressure. What I was going is we will encourage people to place the paddle on the heel side to help rotate and get that feeling. Again, the paddle can help. Now check this out. I do it on this next left here. I paddle in on my heel side and I don't switch it. I keep it there. I keep the paddle on my heel side here. I make contact, come around, make contact. Oh, let's break this one down. Let's break this little turn down. I got a little too excited here. Typically when we do this rotation, we're creating torque force. That's the idea. It works better with a snap. Here I am just kind of turning mid-face and I don't really place the turn where I would like it. Catch rail, bog down. There's another right. This one's a funny one. I love this. I love the speed I get. I see the section I want. I like the bottom turn. Look at this. I'm going to slow it down. What was that paddle doing? Let's break it down, guys. So here, again, I like the bottom turn. I'm happy with it. My vision, I'm seeing this section. Here, I'm going to let this play out right there. See it? That came right there. Look at that. That's what I was looking at. I felt I got the right angle. Felt good. Oh, what's that paddle doing? Came out of the water. But I hit the section decently. I had the intentions, of that turn. I was able to execute the turn without the paddle, but not being aware of where the paddle was. And I've done this a couple times. I don't have a clear answer for you. I think I just got lazy. Maybe I could have sat into it a bit more. But that's putting a lot of emphasis on the paddle for it to bust through the face of the water like that. Puts me in a funky position, shoulders off the back of the wave. Able to pull it out though. All in all, it was a good laugh. We're gonna finish it on this left, guys. A softer left. Again, foot position pretty far up on the board. I learned from the last mistake though. I just cruised out of here. Finish a session on this left, on a strong one. That's it. That's all. If you saw something that I missed, guys, please coach me. Let me know what I missed. But if not, see you guys in the water.